So I'm going to start by showing you how the pen cutter works. There are things that I like about it. There are things that I don't like about it. One of the things that I don't like about it that you'll see in a minute, especially if you're asthmatic or sinusy, is it burns a lot of styrofoam. And you'll get some smoke and fumes that you'll want to make sure you ventilate. But what I do love about it is that it's so fast and it goes right into the middle. There you can kind of see the smoke coming off. It smells like melted styrofoam. When we do the wire one in a moment, you'll notice the wire doesn't put off nearly as much smoke because doesn't have as much surface melting styrofoam at the same time. But this one makes a nice wide cut that makes it really easy to take these apart when it's time to cut them apart. So I'm just going around. It doesn't matter if you touch the paper stencil. You should touch the paper stencil. You just kind of let it guide the hot piece right through. My stencil's not stuck really good right there. It just cuts right through. You can also use these to cut really large pieces if you wanted to make, cutouts for your front yard, life-size snowmen or anything like that. This works really well, whereas the wire cutters, neither one of them would work on a project of that scale because you're limited by the depth of the throat. There's no limit to what size piece of styrofoam you can work with on this. And even when I'm doing little stuff that I use the wire, a lot of times I'll cut my block of styrofoam down with this cutter so that I get to get a sized piece of styrofoam that's easier to work with. And I'm using this particular styrofoam I bought at Lowe's. It comes in a pack of 4 panels and it's sold with the insulation, and quite honestly I bought it because it's really easy to transport in the car, and I'm out of all the pieces that I scrimped and saved. But you can use styrofoam from anywhere. You could even use probably styrofoam meat trays and that kind of thing. I would make sure you clean those really well, maybe bleach them, just to make sure they don't carry any little bugaboos on them. And you can see I'm almost all the way around this. Just going up and down and around. Got a lot of these to do. And then once they're all cut out, I'm going to glitter them, paint them and glitter them in some frosty colors. And I'll make sure that I don't paint any of the snowflakes the same color so that no 2 snowflakes will match, because every snowflake has to be different. I have some great glitter to show you. And I'll show you in another post how to paint styrofoam too, because if you have ever tried to spray paint styrofoam, you know that you can't. So see, this has a lot of smoke coming off of it because there's still so much of the styrofoam still on it. So I like to take a paper towel, a big piece of paper towel so I don't burn myself, and just wipe all that off, and now it's not smoking anymore.